Hello, I hope that you are doing really well. I've decided to spend some time talking about mouths, about dogs' mouths. And I know that that might seem like a ridiculously niche and tiny subject to be spending a month looking into, but I actually think it isn't. It's a huge subject and is particularly relevant, I think, to the people who I like to work with the most. So I really like to work with people whose dogs are reactive or aggressive. And the other group of people that I really like to work with are people whose dogs have got a high prey drive and where the prey drive is causing them a problem. Now, obviously, prey drive is not always a problem. For instance, if you are a sheep farmer and you use dogs, usually in the UK border collies, but if you are using dogs to help move the sheep from one place to another, then they do need to have a really high prey drive. They need to have a really high prey drive for very specific parts of the predatory sequence, but a sheepdog with no prey drive is not going to be a very good sheepdog. They need to want to do it, and that's why they are bred so selectively to have those particular parts of the predatory sequence. I mentioned sheep farming. One of my uncles had a massive sheep farm, and he did use dogs. So I grew up hearing tales of these amazing dogs that would herd the sheep around. So prey drive is not always a problem, but the people I like to work with are the people for whom prey drive is a problem. And looking at mouths is relevant for both sorts of dog owners who I most like to work with. So what I'm going to cover, I'll just do a little summary just now. What I am going to cover for the month is some emotional behaviours that you might see in dogs that relate to their mouths, because it's really good to start watching out for those. Some ACE and T-touch techniques that can really help with mouths. I'll talk more about that when we get there. Some training and trick type behaviours that relate specifically to mouths. I will talk about why these can be so important, and I'm also going to talk about enrichment that relates specifically to mouths. So you can see already there's a lot to cover in mouths.